Okay, everyone, Babylon here. Episode 49, Nightfall. This one here, we're going to be fighting some world bosses, but we got to fix the satellite and stuff like that. It was fairly simple. We went ahead and we literally killed every boss on the map when we did this mission here, and wound up with a lot of stuff. So brace yourself. The best part about this, you get 2 extra talent points. That's which is awesome. I mean, every talent point can helps out a lot. Although I think you should have more talent points than what they gave you. But at the end of the day, we're going to get this done here. Most of the time we spent traveling, so I took most of that out. Uh, I did get every boss fight recorded in the video, so you can see how much stuff we wind up with when it was all said and done. Uh, we had, a, I'm not going to say an issue. Uh, I don't know whether or not if you want to call that an issue or not. But that scorpion pad, we had to fight a worm in that scorpion on that same pad that scorpion's on, and same thing happened before. I think I had another video. I think uh, it was acting kind of weird to me. I mean, it didn't seem like it stayed above where it should have been. Like it was part of it was still down below it. So I don't think the pad should still be there. I don't think. And if it is supposed to stay there, I think they need to, get the worm to quit going there. Uh, we did take everybody with us. Uh, we took Angus with us to carry everything, and yeah, I'm looking for that last boar. I think is what I was looking for. Yeah, there he is. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun mission. I mean, we got to kill all the bosses, wind up with a lot of legendary biomass, exotics, which is more important because we need that to unlock the stuff in the workshop. I do want to experiment with that stuff in the workshop to see what is actually be best to use and what not best to use. I know there's videos out there on it, but at the end of the day, I want to try it out. I want to try them all out, and because I guarantee there are some stuff in games that guys say this is going to be the best thing to do, and then come to find out it was, not for me. It wasn't. It was just better off for me to stay a melee build instead of a gun toter. But like I said, I do want to try them all out and see for myself what they would be worth. Uh, we are getting very close to the end of all these operations where we can start doing the great hunts. Looks like we'll be starting that sometime next week. Although I definitely want to do deal with the buildings of the different materials and stuff, and try out some different things with the building stuff on it before we start the great hunts. So it'll probably be the week after we'll do the great hunts. Uh, I'm still learning some stuff on the streaming stuff for bots. Exactly what the purpose they're going to be serving. But I want to make sure I get all that stuff right from the get start before we even start streaming. So it'll be a few weeks before we start doing that. If any luck, maybe sooner. It depends on how fast I can learn how to do something. I mean, I am old and it does take me time to learn stuff, especially when it comes to this computer stuff. Uh, we are going to. I'm probably going to do this weekend. I'm probably going to farm for a lot of exotics. Not like the last video. It'll be a little bit longer. I'm looking at. I did know that the next day when I started playing, I went over and did the enzymes and was able to do them 3 times again. Uh, so that's at least once a day you can do that. And then I'm also wanting to go and just constantly farm others and try all the areas out and getting enzymes. I'm really curious about what kind of creatures you'll get if there's any variable differences in those, especially down south in the South Desert. I don't know if that will spawn a worm in or not. That would be pretty cool. Or what you would call those teenage sandworms, I guess, or teenage. I forget what those worms were that we fought with the hammerhead, with the land shark, I guess you want to call it. And then, like here, we have to come up here to get the battery for that satellite down there. Uh, then we have to go and get the enzymes. We will fight our first boss when we go get the enzymes. Or not the enzymes, but the crystals. Those are calling them. I don't know why I keep calling them enzymes. I guess because it looks like enzymes to me, anyway. But with that being said, I mean, like I said, I want to try all those different areas. Like I said, I know in the forest you get the black wolves, jaguars, and cougars and bears and baby bears. Uh, we already know in the desert area where we're at, we'll get uh, alpha hyenas, and alpha cougars, and then of course you know the two different types of scorpions, small ones, not the big ones. I do want to find out what we get in the Arctic zones. And I don't know, maybe the river lens is the same as the forest area. I don't know, but we're going to do all that this coming weekend. We're going to try to figure that out. We're going to see how it works out. But at the same time, I need to get me some more hyenas. Really don't want to get any more boars. Uh, I might just get about maybe 5 or 6 hyenas to add to the pack. So I'm starting to lose some quite a bit. I think I'm down to like 5 wolves, 1 hyena. But we're going to re-strengthen everything up, and uh, we're going to try those out, see how many zealots we can get. I also going to do the farm those exotic traders from the meteor strikes areas. Do that at the same time. I want to really try to get as many exotics as I possibly can, and go from there. Yeah, you can see this boss is being a pain in the butt. He was able to get back underneath, but yeah, I tell you, me and my reloading. Remember to reload the gun up every time it's something else. And there's that first boss done, or the first world boss, not the quest boss. We'll do that one next. And of course, Angus is trailing behind. He's slow as can be. And yeah, that's what we're looking at doing this coming weekend. I think I'm gonna have all these completed, the last few done next week. For next week's videos, yeah, I think I'll have those done. Oh, that was something else I was going to talk about too. I'm thinking about doing. Oh, when I start sticks, kind of debating. I know I want to start a new character and run a new character through. Uh, just using the 10 points and nothing from the deal other than his suit and those 2 modules. But at the same time, I want this guy to go through to get everything unlocked. But then again, I can come back later and do him later off camera and stuff like that at the same time. You just come in and do the quest and on another world. Uh, just gotta make sure I don't get them mixed up. But like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I'm in a toss up, man. I'm torn. I really want to get that done and stuff, but like I said, get him where he gets everything unlocked. But like I said, he's got plenty of points. He's not gonna have to worry about all that. Now that crystal node is down below us. When I first ran in here, I was looking for like a box, and or something, but there was no box. It was just that crystal node right there. And of course, all these got to come down, fall down on top of me here. Now I took a whole bunch of these with me, just to ensure that I had some when I got there. You'll see here in a minute how fast they spoil. So you see how fast they're going down. So I figured I'd just get a whole bunch just to make sure I had enough. I don't know if it took a full stack of 100 will work, or it could just be like just one by itself. But anyways, with that being said, I'm looking at, like I said, really looking forward to doing the streaming stuff. Like I said, there's just a few more things I gotta get straightened out. Uh, and if you do want to watch the streaming, just make sure you don't talk politics or don't talk religion. It's a gaming channel. We've talked video games, talked about how different ways of playing the games and stuff like that. Don't bring politics into it. The world's chaotic enough. We don't need to make the game chaotic. We want to have fun anyway. With that being said, anyway, uh, at the same time, I've been trying to play Ark with my friends, and it's getting really time consuming. Bouncing back and forth to make sure I get the videos done, plus play with them. Or I can play with them a couple of days out of the week. Uh, Learning how to play Ark anyway. But I'm thinking about doing a series of Ark as well. Except for that one is a learning curve. Like I said, I've got, I don't know, probably 6-7 hours worth of playtime in it. So there's a lot I need to learn how to do. And I don't want to watch videos to learn how to do it. Now my friends are explaining a lot of things to me, but they're heavy into the breeding stuff, uh, breeding dinos and stuff like that. And I don't know. I'm just going to try to play it and see what I wind up with, and just learn it that way. But they got good advice on the breeding and stuff. Uh, they did convince me to getting a mod and stuff like that, so I did do that. So get that out of the way. But like I said, there's the long list of games I play. Uh, I don't know about streaming some of them, like Farming Simulator. I don't know about streaming that. That's a lot of, that takes a long time to plow some of them fields. So, you're just sitting there doing nothing but plowing. I know you got some of that GPS stuff. You can send it out and let it go. Or there you can hire workers to do it and stuff like that. But you'll have to pretty much fast forward through all that. But if I do stream, it'll be for like 5 hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours at a time. So maybe that'll work out. I don't know. And we're here killing this boss. We're gonna, before we go down in there, I think we could kill one more boss before we get to the actual mission boss. But like I said, we wind up with a lot of stuff here from killing these bosses. I can't hit the dry side of a bone. Good job. And I'll tell you, that bull, man, that bull is badass. It can fight good. Does quite a bit of damage there. You have to move them all away from that deal so I can get to that wolf. But yeah, I mean, we killed all these bosses, run up with a bunch of stuff, and at the end of the video, you'll see me putting that stuff into the storage and everything. You'll see how much we wind up with, and of course, I'll put all that Black Wolf boss stuff inside the cleanser there to get that organic cleanser, where it'll turn it all into legendary biomass. This one snuck up on me. I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, I thought they were just out roaming the grounds. And look at that scorpion go up in the air. Look at that thing fly. Unfortunately, he didn't have a parachute. But at the end, and of course, an old poltergeist sticking nose at our business. I do not know if there is like a bear boss, you know what I mean? I think they could have done, they had like the Black Wolf. They could have done like a bear or a polar bear one. But they had the scorpion one. I mean, might as well, right? But at the end, I mean, after this one here, we just jumped on, went straight over to the mission one. At the end of everything here on this one, I mean, I did. I had fun doing it. Like I said, other than Angus being so slow, it was incredible there. But luckily we had him. We did take him because man, he's gonna have to wind up holding a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot. You know. There I go. I think that's what I've been doing. Start loading, just jump on my mower, thinking I was gonna finish loading it while I was on the mower. But that is, I, that would be cool if you could do that. But or have auto reload, once you put your gun away, it automatically reloads it. Either that, or hey, I'll tell you what I can do. I can start paying attention to what I'm doing. Right? That's a good deal. But yeah, get over here and we'll kill this boss, and then we'll go down and take on the sandworms. Uh, like I said, I'm still hoping that this server holds out. I'm hoping that it doesn't crater on us while we're doing this. I don't even know why I fired that second shot like that. I wasn't going to hit him. And of course, we gotta get on top so we can see the wolves come out. He just bowls right through them. Love that. And I guess you can tell by my shooting that's the reason why I don't like doing PvP. I can't hit the broadside of a barn when I need to. But when there's nothing going on, yeah, here we come with another polar bear sticking his nose in our business. Have to deal with that. And here we'll transfer everything over to Angus. Let him carry everything. And then we'll start heading down there to the desert. I don't think I lost any animals during this, but like I said, I still think I need to get about maybe 4 or 5 more hyenas. I really don't think I want any more boars, but I mean they're so powerful as it is. But yeah, I like the hyenas. They're not near as slow as the boars are. We get down in here. I finally figured out if you stay far enough away from that worm, he can't strike you with that when he shoots straight out at you. He can still hit you with that, but he does this part here. If you get back far enough, he can't reach you. I did find that out, and he just kept on. That little bull trap there. This one here, I just started shooting like that. Yeah, I don't think we broke the shotgun on this one, but we came down close. I think that's all I used on fighting these worms on this mission here was the shotgun. I don't think I used the what do you want to call it? The rifle, anyway. And there was quite a few scales on the ground on this one. But the next one will have quite a few as well. You see here, I'm looking for Angus. Put that stuff on him. Then I decided, well, there ain't no sense of waiting. I might as well just go to him. Now, we did kill these 2 down here, but that third one wound up moving up to where the scorpion boss fight was at. Luckily, we didn't have to fight the scorpion and the worm at the same time, thankfully. You see there, we're already starting to fill him up. And we'll wind up using some of them satchels too to help make more room. And this will be the second world boss worm. Sand. Messing with me there. See, that last time out there, I don't think I took any damage. I know I didn't take none there, though. There's another hyena. A couple of those shots there, I think I should have gotten yellow markers on them, but it didn't give them to me there. And of course, you know, I need to reload. I did reload. That final shot there on that one. And this one here as well gave us quite a few. They were scattered pretty good. But I couldn't get those two. Nope. But the cool thing is, though, we got quite, like I said, quite a few materials out of it to give us our legendary mask. Let me put that away to you. And here I'm just kind of looking around to where everybody's at. Of course, here comes Angus in the background there. Slowly but surely. Oh, that wasn't Angus, that was Demoa. And see, I did not realize he was throwing this far out right here. But that's a lot of area searching there on foot, and especially in the dark. Like I said, you know, Angus is just slow, but I'm not going to wait on him. I'm just, or let y'all sit here and watch me wait on him. He's quite a ways away. We'll go up here and we'll start the fight with the scorpion boss. Oh, mercy. But like I said, I am thinking about, like I said, streaming sticks, hopefully before long. And then, especially after we get finished doing this, great hunts with this guy here, I want him to get that done. Which I said for you a couple of weeks, probably by the time all this is done. Here I thought that elephant come to help us fight, and instead he was just there to fight everybody. So I just let, see, he's probably doing some damage to the scorpion, but here I have figured out he was not there to help us. You know. But so I had to put him down there. See there, he's attacking the guys there. Can't have that. And then he come back up way over there. Like I said, I might mess around with the art and give that a try. And if I do, I'll record some of it. Especially y'all can sit there and laugh at how many times I wind up dying over this. And I finally found how to dodge him. I don't think sure. I think explosive will probably work better on him, especially if you're hitting him in the head there like that. It's hard to tell. Here in a minute, he's going to start charging, and you'll see the boars actually held him up on a charge. Watch right here. And there he is. He's stuck right there. And that was the scorpion boss. Except for I didn't find any scorpion scales laying around this time. Except for I thought that was a box or something that fell. Couldn't find out it was just a node. I was going to go get the MOA first, but then at the same time I thought, as soon as I do that, it'll probably despawn before I get back. So I went ahead and came back to get everything. But yeah, but I don't remember seeing any scorpion scales down like we did when we did the mission. Uh, but yeah, that's 2 down, 1 more to go, but we got 2 more bosses to kill. So, and we'll get over there and get this sandworm done. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get over here. How he looks like big chunk of him is missing versus the others. But yet he still has the same reach, which is crazy. Yeah, so there you go. Here I'm trying to be careful with my shots because the shotgun's almost broke here. Shooting like crazy, hoping that the gun wasn't going to break. Like I said, we got 1 more sandworm after this. And yeah, that one there I didn't find too many scales afterwards, but they're probably underneath that platform deal there. And then we go back up to the north, and we'll get that taken care of. Like I said, that was a long trek going back up there, so I didn't bother showing that. I just went straight up to the desert, right? I think right outside the boss fight, and then we'll finish that up. And like I said, we'll go to back to the base, and I'll put everything inside the cabinets. I'll go see how much exotics and stuff we got out of doing all this. I mean, you can see right there how many exotics we still got from doing it, and some legendary masks as well. And this in here is the mission boss. This will be the last one on the map before I think the black wolf, another black wolf spawned in just after this was over with. Boom. Look at that big loogie. Nasty. Oop. Didn't realize I was too close that time. My cowboy.
Very good. I'd say we're finished here. You're still breathing. That's a win. You'll be making friends at Group 15 with this.
Yeah. Anyways, that's that quest. I mean, as you see, you don't have to do the world bosses like I did. I just want to get everything because I'm greedy, and I want all the legendary masks so that way I can get everything I need in the shop. Uh, right now, we're going to head back to base after I get everybody fed. I didn't even stop to think about that the whole time I was up there. I'm forgetting to feed them. Probably don't like me now. They're all upset. And one more. Anyways, back down here at the shop, uh, back at the base here, you can see all the stuff we're getting, have to get out of him and get that stuff transferred, and plus everything that's in the house, satchels. Holy crap! Of course, now I'm waiting on all the woods and everything to get there so I can get them to set. Uh, in fact, I think what is it? Yeah, here's where I dumped off all the scales anyway. And the reason I did it, I think it was because there were scorpion scales mixed in with that one, with that group. And then, yeah, I mean, we wound up with quite a bit of stuff. More stuff than I thought we were going to wind up with. I think by the time it was all said and done, we had almost a full box of what do you want to call it, scales anyway, and monster parts. Of course, you know we had the all this stuff down here too. It had the wolf heads in it and stuff. And of course, you know, of course that's going to be almost full. We did wind, like I said, we wound up with quite a bit of stuff there. And I did call in the pods and stuff and sent these audits back up to the space station. And the main reason for that was, yeah, we had to get unstuck here. But like I said, after I got the wolf head stuff out, of course, you know, more scales, of course. And that was just our base stuff. As y'all can see here as well, I'm getting quite a few of those worm heads and black wolf boss heads and stuff. I need to go back and trade them off at the trader there, get some rent for them. I mean, I might as well get rent for them, right? I mean, it's part of it. Yeah, well, I mean, it was pretty good, man. Like I said, we wound up with quite a bit of stuff, and yeah, like I think we wound up with an extra 45 legendary masks by the time we got finished uh, sending that stuff through to get made into legendary masks. So with that being said, hey, look, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate the uh, likes. I appreciate y'all sharing. If you liked what you saw, subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about what we should do, or how I should play the next sticks. Should I do it with a new character, or use this one, or what? Give me your opinions, and I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, peace.